Traders, happy Friday. Good to see you guys in here this morning. We got Mr. One-Way great trade alert SNCA yesterday. That was amazing. Absolutely loved looking at that one. Honestly, looking back, should have located some shorts on it, but it's okay. It's okay. I loved it. Love looking at charts, and that was a beautiful chart and beautiful lesson for us for pattern recognition. So thank you very much there. We got Mr. Coin Fox in the house today. How you doing, Coin and Mr. BB in the house? Guys, let's do a little round of applause for Jonathan Garcia. Yay, he is funded, ready to go. He's been putting in the time and effort, so I am really excited for him. I mean, he's been showing up every day on paper, putting in the work and energy. So, really happy for you, man. That's exciting news. Let's have a good green day today. But remember, I know what it feels like starting up an account. You get you can get a little too excited, and then emotions can take over. So just make sure you're sizing small today, and make sure you understand that it is your first couple trades. It's okay if they don't work. It's okay if they don't work. Don't have to necessarily, when we get an account funded, we want the first trade to be like a winner, right? But just understand risk management. Like the quote of the day says, today, traders, we're looking for consistency. Gamblers are just focused on profit. So that's all there is to it. One way, CYTH might be nice. Gap up with news. Yeah, approaching the VWAP right now. We'll take a look at it in just a second. Jonathan Garcia. I did say his name. Hello, Mrs. Garcia. I said her name as well. So we're excited for Jonathan. He's been putting in a lot of work. So we're excited for today. Being that it is Friday, let's end the week on a strong green note and enter in the weekend with some confidence. That's really important, especially on your first day with a funded account. Let's get some confidence under our belt, head into the weekend, and on to Money Monday. Let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. So right now, one of the plays I'm looking at, you guys already see the charts pulled up here, is BQ Barbecue. I like BQ this morning for that hangover setup. This one I'd like ultimately against 750s. I actually did already take a small starter position on it, just FYI. Very similar to what I did yesterday with MNKD. But this one may try to pop and we get a triple top around the 750s. Ultimately, that's kind of my risk guide, over under 750s. I want to see how it's going to open up. Most of the time these things do kind of sell off, especially after 480 to 750. Woo! Brad in all caps. Want to hear some sad news? Brad, stop yelling at me, man. All caps. Rad, you stopped out 2240. Oh. Ride Aid. Gotcha, man. That is very sad news. Yeah. I've done that all too often myself, Brad. It happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. All right, so Mr. Barbecue, let's see how this one's going to open up. I like it for a little bit of profit taken out of the gates. Ultimately, let's see if it's going to triple top around the 750s. That's my over-under trade right there. Going to see how that's going to react there. Man, when I pulled up ELOX this morning, that's on the bearskin watch list as well here. We have shorts here at CMEG, and this one popped from like $3 to $6.77, and we had shorts. All the way back down it came right back down to earth on ELOX. Was not here for that. When did that happen? Like 1 o'clock? Yeah, that's why. 1 o'clock. That's what we're going to be looking for today, though. And Jonathan's been doing very well with some of these alerts with Blink, and then yesterday PROG. PROG you got, Jonathan. So let's find another one of those today. Let's get some shorts on it and slam it. the Avery day trading team pulling out the shotgun when these stocks trying to come through our door? No. No. We're going to send it back down. SLDB, that one we were watching yesterday, which was a nice trade off of the trend line. I didn't trade it. Hopefully somebody in here got it. But we were watching this right off the trend yesterday. 580s all the way up to 750s. So here's the idea with SLDB. Let's see if we can get this to pull back down a little bit, back down towards any kind of trend. I mean, yesterday the 670s were holding up. You guys see this from yesterday. 660s, 670s. 4 or 5 different candlesticks right there. And why is that? That was resistance on Tuesday, this area. So now that's serving as support at the moment. So we could trade against 660s or see if that's going to flush back down to the trend. Being that it is Friday, sometimes we do see lighter volume on Fridays, especially on the long side. Longs may typically on Fridays sometimes unwind positions, and so shorts may be a little bit easier on a Friday being with a little bit lighter volume. There's a few more I want to watch. Coin, were you got ATXI yesterday? ATXI traders, somebody type it out. I can't say it. I'm not saying it. What you guys know me too well at this moment. What do you think I'm about to say with ATXI? What do you think I'm about to say? Somebody say it. I ain't saying it. Want to make sure you guys are learning. What am I about to say? Coin rode it all day long. All day long, ATXI. Riding it to 550. Jonathan, bear flag? Yeah, it's got a little bit of a bear flag on it. I was going to say fast move. One way, haven't been watching it long enough. Brad, where are you at, Brad? You know what I'm about to say. Fast move through the whole $6.20s. The 20-cent area, magic number. Tap that all the way back down. 20-cent area. Once you see it, like I said yesterday, it becomes magic. The 620s. So we actually did have shorts with ATXI as well. That happened right there. ELOX and ATXI around 1 o'clock. Man, maybe I need to sit here all day today. Maybe I just gotta sit here today. So ATXI, that one, if that one pops up towards the previous close, 550s, maybe. A little pop, may consider a little short on it, 550s. We'll see. We'll see how it's going to open up this morning. Another one I'm watching. What's AMPE doing? So AMPE is a little bit of a slower play. I like it quite a bit, AMPE. This one's popping up. What's the float here? AMPE has got 170 million float. That's why it's trading like it is. Once you've been trading for a while, you can really tell, in the movement, the price action, kind of what float it is, honestly. I didn't always understand that when I was first starting to trade, but I didn't get the public float a whole lot. I just would have to look at the number. But once you've been trading for a while, you can tell it's a larger float just by the price action. You guys will understand that one day when you guys grow up. When you grow up and become part of the 10%. So AMPE, this one's a larger float. It's popping up from $1.50 up to $2. We have shorts here. Ultimately, AMPE's got, let's see, 210, 215 is not bad. It's already tapping that. Yeah, I do like it here. This is really what I like on the chart, though. If we pull up the daily chart, AMPE, really what we're going to see is some solid 320 resistance, but I don't think it's getting there. 170 million flow. It's going to need some institutions to come buy this thing up today. That would be a hard thing to ask. 320. See where it's at right now. $2. 220, 215 right here. 215 could work. That could work on it. I do like AMPE. I think we could see some profit taken out of the open against 215. I'm currently working BQ at the moment against 750s. I like a couple of these. There's a couple decent plays this morning I'm watching, so a couple decent plays. We'll see which one's gonna get the snap. So BQ, I like that for some profit taken against 750s. AMPE against 215, really. AMPE against 215 is not bad. It is a slower mover. I don't think it's gonna like dump. A dump on AMPE is gonna be like 5-10 cents because of the float. I think it's a decent play. ATXI, potential pop up towards previous close, previous high a day, potentially. ELOX is, I wouldn't mind hitting that on a short either if we get a pop up towards like $4.50, $5. We still got some longies in that. Some good old longies. DS 420 I got written down on DS is good resistance. So you guys know I love many different variables going on here. With DS, this is one thing I love to look for. Stock that's A, already kind of overbought, and then B, popping up even higher towards resistance. We saw that a few days ago. Don't remember the ticker. But this is what I'm looking for a lot of the time. Overbought moves and then popping up towards resistance. So it's like, it's very simple. Oversold moves to support, overbought moves to resistance. And I like to look for fast moves, very fast moves. And I like to look for, the euphoria. When they get fast, the little wiggle. You guys will see the wiggle on the candlesticks and you'll know what I mean. They get fast, euphoric, panic, or euphoria. And then fast moves up through whole dollars to 20-cent areas. 20-cent areas are magic. And we see that on DS as well. So DS 420 is going to be tough up here in the $4 range. Yeah, 420. 420 I'm seeing on DS. I don't know if we're going to get that today. So we'll see if with DS. If that one get a pop out of the gate. Right now, like I said, I'm in a position with BQ. I'm probably going to hit that again up towards 750 if we get a pop up there. I like BQ. Right now it's got a little spread on it. 12-cent spread. I like it for a hangover. A little bit of a hangover there. Hangover candidate. Coin watching PLTR. Mr. David in the house. What is up, Kevin? Good morning to you, David. Good to see you in here. PLTR. Coin watching that. Seeing if he can catch PLTR. That's in a symmetrical triangle on the daily chart. FYI, if you guys are interested, PLTR is on a symmetrical triangle pattern on the daily. Kind of a bull flag symmetrical triangle too. Kind of like a pennant. Coin CNSP. Possible short to $3. Yeah, that's kind of our leading gamper this morning. I didn't even check to see if I had shorts. I don't. Not a coincidence there. But yeah, pattern recognition. Very similar to SNCA from yesterday. And then coin SNOA, long if it gets volume. Possible long on SNOA. SNOA last week had that move from like $9 to $15.19. Yeah, look at this. This move. But look what it did on SNOA. I mean, this is something we could look back and notice. It did gap a little bit. It sold off, found its feet, did a big U-shape, and did a triple top at 15.25 before it finally gave up. So when they make a recent move like that, we are going to have some baggies that are going to form some natural resistance on it. Just keep that in mind. It did make just a recent move up there. AMPE already back down towards like the 195 sixes. I do like that quite a bit. AMPE for a sell-off out of the gates. I will be watching that pretty closely. That BQ probably are my favorite. My favorite two, BQ and AMPE. On the short side AMPE against 215, BQ against 750. So, plan the trade, trade the plan type of deal. AMRS is interesting. This one, the last few days has been gapping up. But this one has... So here's AMRS. Last few days it was at 318. It's already up over a point. AMRS doing pretty good here. Let's look at the daily. Whoa, I got a lot of lines drawn here. What do we got? We got $4.60 and $5. Pretty tough resistance, AMRS. It's got a pretty nice gap up on it right now. If AMRS starts getting a spike up towards $5, $5.20, I will be interested in AMRS, $5.20 area. If we start, because AMRS, I mean, we kind of consolidated yesterday. The day before that, we had a nice overbought move on it. So looking for extra volume to come in here, AMRS, and get up towards 520. CoinFox, where can I find your YouTube channel? I remember Kevin saying your channel. It is iStream Trading. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's make sure we're getting through everything here. It's 9:18. TLRY, this one kind of cracked this descending triangle pattern, but TLRY does its own thing. I mean, here's why I say that. TLRY, this one was on. This one did, you see this bottom trend line here? TLRY did crack it and then popped right up through it. So it just does its own thing. She has a mind of her own. We do have support around the 840s on it. TLRY, we'll see if that one can snap out of the gates for us. Not my favorite, not the worst. Let's review everything real quick. Yeah, it's got a mind of its own. So whippy, as Coin said. AMPE already down to the 190s. Oh. That's frustrating. Yeah, I really wanted AMPE to open up over $2, but I don't know if I can take a short on it. In the low 190s. BQ already dropping a little bit. BQ, I have a 711 average on it. You know, and that's why I took a position in pre-market at least on one of these, because they've been snapping like early. It's been very frustrating. Snapping early. All right, AMPE, let's get that one up. Spike up towards $2. Really, what we could do with AMPE is risk 206 if we wanted to. If we get a pop up out of the gate, just anything. Just give us anything. Can short that, risk in 206. BQ, any pop up towards 750, I'm adding into that, risking 750. ELOX pop on that for a short. For a short and fade there, if we get a pop up, 450, etc. AMPE in the 180s now. That is so freaking frustrating. BQ's already pulling back a little bit. 690. Yeah, I'm pumped today, though, guys. I am excited to trade today. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. So, with that being said, okay, let me get that one loaded up, too. All right, so the charts I got loaded up. BQ for the hangover, for the sell-off. It's already pulling back a little bit. AMPE, I loved that, but that one's already in the 180s. I can't short that in the 180s. That is incredibly irritating. Very irritating. 187 now. ATXI. If we get a pop, 625 ultimately can be the we can risk previous close. I don't mind it for previous close ATXI. We'll see how that one's going to pop if we get a little bit of a fade there. 625 is tough resistance on the chart. We'll see if that gets another leg up today. AMRS ultimately 520. That one's gonna get some volume. I like it against 520 if we can start getting to go. Then otherwise, we'll see what happens. AMPE popping up towards the 190s. If we get a pop back up towards $2 at the open, I'm probably going to be hitting AMPE. If we get a pop back up towards $2, that's what I'm going to be looking for there. Coin is long PLTR 26, pre-market stop 25.60. See if that one can get a leg up here. All right, you guys good to go? AMP is getting a little pop on it, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. See how today's going to open up. Here's the scans in the middle. You guys know how we do. Positive intensity, negative intensity scans. So positive intensity, let's look for stocks to pop up orange on both scans. When it happens on the positive side, that means stocks getting overbought. When it happens on the negative side, it means it's getting oversold. And that's when we start looking for reversals. Reversals. Just so you guys are well aware. AMP is popping up a little right now. I'm going to keep that one on watch. You guys let me know if you have any questions about the game plan before the market opens up. Let's get ready to rock and roll, baby. Do our thing, chicken wing. Do our thing, chicken wing. Coin just filled 200,000 shares at 26. ZCMD might be a sleeper. Let's see what that's going on there. ZCMD, maybe. 200 day I got on that. It's 209. Sitting right under that at the moment. Probably going to be a little heavy against that. We can wait for volume confirmation there. I'm ready to go, guys. I'm ready to go. We'll flip through a few tickers before we get started. GameStop's getting a little morning spike on it. Anybody know what's been going on with GameStop? I know they had the short squeeze, but what the heck? GameStop was trading at like $2. Then they got a big short squeeze on them, and now they've been rocking and rolling. They've been doing that thing. AMPE is coming up towards $2. I'll give it that. I will give it that. Not doing too bad. I certainly like it. I certainly like it. I may hit it. I may hit it at the open. May hit it. It just popped back up towards $2 very quick, so some of these guys are going to look to stop out. It's small size Friday. Protect your gains. Small size Friday. Coin. Coin, coin, coin. So many things I want to say. Two and a half minutes, baby. 2.5 minutes. CNSP was our leading gapper. 7 million in float. 15 million shares traded. The float. Yeah, that one's looking a little heavy against VWAP at the moment. Looking a little heavy against VWAP. AMPE's back up towards $2. I'm watching that fairly carefully. And let's see what the scanner guys are going to provide us today. You never know. The scanners are always good to us. Scanners are always good to us. See what they're going to be screaming today. LXRX might get a little rip. Yeah, it's actually popping up a little bit right now. That one is normally what I consider a hangover candidate. So you had a nice pop into close, tons of volume. So we may see some selling pressure. Some profit taken out of the gates there. But help us out with the alerts, guys. Let's end the week on a strong green note. Small size Friday, as Coin said. Start the weekend on a good note. AMPE 199 on the bids. Wow, that one is coming back. I like it. I like it. I love it. It's go time, baby. 30 seconds. It's time to play ball. Play ball. Coin, you still got you're working PLTR at the moment. I was pulling back a little bit. Send that pennant, symmetrical triangle on the daily. It's definitely something to be watching for. If working that one. The market's about to open up, traders. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, market is now open. Let's see what's going to be happening. I still got a little BQ here. I'm watching AMPE pretty carefully. I like AMPE. We'll see what that one's going to do up here towards $2. I do like AMPE. Trying to be careful with it though. Man, I should have hit it. I should have hit it up there. Just pulling back again from the $2 area. If you guys hit it, good job there. Yeah, pulling back pretty good. LXRX 350s, as Coin said, trying to get a little pop on it right now. Not a whole lot going on there. AMRS getting some bids. Remember, I like over $5 on AMRS. If that one starts really gearing up, I like AMRS over 5. Man, BQ's got still like a 14-cent spread. Yeah, that one's not snapping yet. That's what I'm waiting for on BQ. Normally these things profit take right out of the gates. So that's what I'm trying to look for there. Kicking back with BQ at the moment, though. Kicking back with BQ. AMPE, I missed that pop-up towards $2. I think there's still going to be a trade today with AMPE. Still kind of consolidating up in this range. So I am watching that. AMRS just waiting there. I think that one starts popping up towards $5 is when I'm getting interested. And it is gearing up a little bit. FRSV, what the heck? Low float, FRSV, 25 million float. That one is a taken off. BQ, a little bit of selling pressure here. BQ. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and lock in BQ. Got 30 cents a share there. Just going to go ahead and lock that in. Probably fades more, but I only had a single entry on it. So I'm just going to take all of that right there. I'm looking for the next one at the moment. AMPE potential. And then AMRS is popping up. That one is approaching $5. So I do like AMRS. AMRS, AMPE, those are two I'm watching closely at the moment. And let me see what's popping up on the scans right now. Coin LXRX 335 long. Yeah, potential. ESTE, did that get halted? No. ESTE, tiny floater. Yeah, AMRS 470s now. Yeah, remember AMRS. This is why we plan the trade the plan. That one is gearing up towards $5. 520 ultimately. I like it for a short. It's got such good resistance at 520. It's ridiculous. Yeah, look at this chart, guys. $520, man. Been hit there a lot of times. Sometimes it's popped up towards 550, a little bit higher. Just be prepared. Be prepared. But, you know, may potentially long to short it, AMRS, if it pulls back a little bit for me. Because I think it really wants to gravitate towards 520. I think. See what else is popping up right now. Otherwise, I'm watching AMPE, AMRS just pretty carefully here. AMPE's got... Hey, you got some level 3 on AMPE coin? It's all like million shares at $2. PLTR getting that pop. Good call there, coin. BQ still fading. So good job if you guys are still working that one. Yeah, I like AMRS. Come on. Give me a position here. Needs to get fast, though. I'm still considering longing it for the move up through $5. AMPE sellers at 250. 250 sellers. Okay. Yeah, that would be like amazing if that thing got up towards 250. That would be a godsend if that thing moved up there. Jonathan, Curo, 1277. Curo is a really low floater. Please be careful with that one. Yeah, we do have shorts there with CMEG. Curo, I think, is in a void for me. 17 million in float. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a low floater. I like it. It's just pretty low float. Got to be careful with a play like that. Got to be very, very careful. You see how that thing's moving? It's whipping. It's whipping its hair back and forth. AMPE up over $2. Testing its pre-market highs. I love that. Yeah, if AMPE gets up towards 250, that would be amazing. I will be sitting and watching and waiting for that. AMRS, that one's kind of tapping its highs right now, 475. Yeah, I think Curo, I'm just going to be a spectator on that one. That one's a lower flow. It's kind of, that's kind of what we look for. That's exactly right, Jonathan. That one's just a little, probably a little manipulated there. AMRS still sitting around the highs right now. I'm waiting for a little pullback on AMRS because I think I want to long that for the move up towards $5. So that's something I'm looking for right now. Just slowing down a little bit. Slowing down a little bit here. God dang it, I missed it. $480 bids on AMRS at the moment, and AMPE still climbing. BQ in the 460s. 450s on barbecue. Missed that one. Whew, I missed that one. Or missed the bulk of it, I mean. All right, let's see what else is popping up. Curo up towards 14. Yeah, so Curo is going nuts at the moment. Looks like it's probably about to get halted. Yes, halted. Curo's halted. This is what normally happens with these lower float stocks. That's why we got to be a little bit more cautious with them. SLDB is even higher. We're watching that one. That one's getting a morning spike right now. $7 up towards 760s. So that one looking pretty good. AMPE back at $2. So that's pretty much the open on AMPE, $2. Very interested to see what that's going to do around this $2 area. AMRS is still grinding. That really looks like it's trying to gear up towards $5. I mean, it really looks like it. I just want a little pullback again. Another little pullback, AMRS. I would love to long to short that one. The long and short of it. Yeah, I'm going to take a stab AMRS for the move up towards 5. But I'm starting at kind of small here. Because I don't like longing most of the time. You guys know I'm not very comfortable longing stocks. Much more comfortable shorting. We'll see if it can get up through 5. That's kind of where I'm going to flip positions, I believe. If we can get up to over $5, that's where I want to flip positions, 520-ish. Barbecue 660s. AMPE sitting at its open. The open on AMPE is like $2. Just be mindful there. NXTD popping up. Pull up a few stocks right now, see what's popping up at the moment. Curo, man. So that sometimes is what can happen, right? When a stock is ETB and it's a lower float like Curo, ETB also means easy to borrow, but it also means easy to blow up. So you got to be careful with stocks like Curo. That's why when they pop up on the scans, usually I'm looking for, the number under the float to see what the float is. You can tell in the price action, but I like to really look at that float, get an idea of what we're dealing with. AMPE is back to red on the day after hitting 209. Back to red on the day. Just pretty much a big snap there, down to the low 190s. So is this one wanting to fade now off of 209? We will see. We will see. Very interesting where Curo is going to open up. If that is the top AMPE, if we can get any kind of sloppy seconds up towards like $2 again, which is the open, that's where I'm probably going to look to short. Because that does look like it may be the top AMPE, 209. Because that is having, it looks pretty heavy now. That was a big sell-off from 209 to 192. It's a big sell-off there. So if we get a pop back up towards $2, I may look for the short there. We'll have to see if we can get that. Tricky Friday. Tricky Friday. That's what Fridays are called sometimes. Tricky Friday. Coin CNSP VWAP test coming up towards VWAP. That was the leading gapper this morning. CNSP. Yeah, that one's kind of doing trying to do a little bit of a red to green move. The open on it's going to be at 368. CNSP, that's where the open is. So let's watch that one up there. AMRS is still kind of grinding a little bit against the 9 EMA. Still kind of grinding a little bit. Curo, let's see where that one's going to open up at. Yeah, AMRS pulling back a little bit right here. I would hate if 485 is the top. That would be very frustrating. It didn't even get fast yet. Didn't even get fast. No speed behind it. I'm going to give it some time. AI popping up on the scans right now. Recent IPO'd at $90. Curo should be opening up here shortly. That one did go into the halt at... Well, it did go in, it looks like about 7 minutes ago. It might end up being a 10-minute halt here with Curo. 9:39 is when it went in the halt. Maybe a 10-minute halt here. They announced a merger agreement. There, Curo. Merger bringing in a little bit of attention. So CNSP having some trouble on that red to green, still pulling back a little bit. AMRS, I do have support at 464 on the chart. Support 464. Yeah. I mean, I still really want to see this one up over $5, but we'll see what happens. AMPE popping back up towards $2. AMPE popping back up towards $2. This stock is nonstop. It still wants to fight the open there at $2. Let's see what it's going to do here at $2. I mean, if 209 is going to be the top, I wouldn't mind shorting it here, risking 209. Curo is back to open, and that thing is going nutso right now. Curo is going absolutely nutso. Wouldn't surprise me if that one went in in another halt here soon. Yeah, Curo's having a little trouble here. See what's going to happen. Curo back in the under 14 at the moment. So it hasn't halted yet. It's still kind of fighting this area. $14. Interesting. AMRS testing the highs. 480, 483, 4. AMPE having a little trouble at the open still. Man, I like AMPE. I'm going to take a short on AMPE and risk 209, which is the top of the day so far. It's having some trouble at the open, and it's got that 209, so it's pretty tight risk on it. I'll hit it again up towards 210, trade it over under, see what's going to happen there. Yeah, Curo, interestingly enough, has not gone back into another halt. Most of the time they do. Most of the time they do. I like that way AMRS is trading for the long side. That one just popping right back up. Popping right back up there. AMPE, I got a 199 short there. AMPE, I wouldn't mind it up a little bit higher to, get another short on it. Really wouldn't mind that at all. But that one's having a tough time at the open and 209. So watching AMRS and AMPE. Curo even higher, 1530s. That one's coming up testing the high of the days, 1580s at the moment. Yeah, I mean, Kuro is definitely tempting. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That one is tempting, but I got rules for a reason. I got rules for a reason. NXTD having trouble at pre-market highs. NXTD there. AMPE. AMPE down to 195. I mean, probably with AMPE. Let me think. Because I only have a single entry on it at the moment. Man, yeah, AMPE is... I like it for a fade throughout the day. You know, I don't want to stop myself thin on it. You know, I'll probably take it 170s or re-hit it on a pop up towards like $2, $2.05. But AMPE, I mean, I really like that one for a fade. I'm gonna stick with it for a little while. Kuro get halted yet again, or is that one still grinding? Kuro just 1530s at the moment. Stock is crazy. Very overcrowded. Please be careful of trading that, guys. Please be careful with Kuro if you are trading it. Yeah. For now, I'm going to come out of AMRS. It's kind of looking like a DT at the moment. A little bit of a descending triangle. I'm going to come out of it at the moment. Just focus on AMPE. And there it pops. So, we'll see. It's just looking a little... this is what I'm seeing with AMRS. I'm just going to come out of it for the moment. Yeah, it's just looking a little... See what I'm saying? Looking a little DT-ish right there. So, gotta be smart on it. Gotta be smart. But it looks like it wants to pop back up through that. So we'll see. AMRS 477s now. So we will see. HGEN. What do we got going on here? HGEN 1730s. Yeah, Kuro just went into a halt on the downside. Kuro just got halted on the downside. Man, what a beautiful thing that is. So there we go. I mean, AMRS right back up towards 480s. So right back up towards it. HGEN is, yeah, that one's having some trouble in the 1730s. Man, Kuro would have been so much fun to be a part of. We'll see where it opens. I mean, stabbing like a very small share size on it, on a pop, like up towards 15 or something, risking highs. After a halt to the downside, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not ruling it out. Not ruling it out. So AMPE, I want to size into it a little bit, risking 209. So I'm probably gonna hit it again here soonish, risking against the VWAP there a little bit. Yeah, HGEN, man, that would have been nice to have shorts there. That one already jumped a point. That would have been nice. Yeah, so AMPE, that one is kinda... This is what I'm noticing with it. Kind of got a little triangle action to it at the moment. CNSP coin. CNSP. The leading gapper of the morning. See, I'm very curious to see where Curo is going to open up at when that one opens. What was the last one? A 10-minute halt? So what did we just halted at 9:55. So that one might be 10:05 before that one opens back up. Yeah, AMRS, that one is, I mean, it's just fading a little bit here. Volume's dying down. It looks like it wants to come back down to earth a little bit. It's really unfortunate. I wanted that one up towards over $5 very badly. But you gotta trade what the market gives. That's the truth of it. A couple popping up on the scans right now. You guys see ESTE, SD, TXG as well. Curo, I am waiting for Curo to see where that one's going to be opening up at. And TXG popping up right now. On the daily, 166, a little tough on TXG, 166. Yeah, there's AMRS, a little bit of a snap off of that DT. So that's what happens. That's why I got out of AMRS. A little bit of a DT here. Ends up snapping that 473. Pulling back down a little bit. So I stomped out of that for about a 6-cent loss. So right now, I had BQ this morning for a 30-cent a share win. AMRS stopped out of that one for a little loss and working AMPE at the moment. And I'm very interested to see where Curo is going to open up at. Man, HGEN. That was a money play right there. Just did not have the shorts for it. Man, that was sick. AMPE. HGN was sick. Yeah, AMPE, I'm kicking back there still for the fade. probably lock in half, like in the 180s, if we get there. Where are we going to open, Curo? Where are we going to open? 9:55, so it should open in 4 minutes. Curo should open up in 4 minutes. Curo's open right now. Curo is open. Man, it's tempting. If we get like a pop on it, just, I don't know, taking a tiny freaking stab at it would be certainly tempting. I just got the popcorn out on it. That's all. Just got the popcorn out. Yeah. Yep, Curo is open. 1350s. 1360s. It's definitely a fun one. It is definitely a fun one. AMPE, I'd like to see the 180s coming up here soon. Yeah, Curo looks pretty heavy against the VWAP right there, 1416. Looking pretty heavy there. Just watching it. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Coin, I have two small orders, 1160 and 1140. On Curo. 1160 and 1140. Nice. 1160. You got a good little ways to go down there. Are you talking about you got a short on it right now? Or are you looking for a long down there? AMPE is in the 180s now. I'd like a flush on it. I'm looking for some longs to panic out of it. If we get a flush down to like 170s, that's what I'm looking for. It really hasn't panicked yet. It's just kind of been selling off. Nobody's buying this stock on up. Looking for a little flush on it, really. It's what I'm looking for. AMPE for a to take a partial on it. Really looking for a little bit of a flush there. Some longs to panic out of it. Realizing it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Not today. Long orders waiting for a little bit of a bounce there. Yeah. How we doing, boys? How's everybody doing? Good and green on the day. More over long 325. Is that a ticker? More over? Man, BQ and 640s, 630s. Ugh. BQ is sick, man. BQ is sick. I took it all. I had it from 710, took it at 680. Didn't leave any to work for me. So I'm hoping that's why I'm leaving some AMPE to work. Victor, what's going on, man? What'd you trade? What'd you trade, Victor? Mr. Tim in the house. UAVS is popping up right now too, FYI. Tim shorting RDFN, looking for first red day. Yeah, that doesn't. Tim's still watching RD. You pulled this one up the other day, Tim. Tim with the RDFM. This stock is crazy. I mean, I like it. I like it against yesterday's highs as well. I really do like that. It's a good eye right there. Good eye. Just one of your eyes, Tim. Just one of them. Yeah, it's got some upper shadows against 78, 77. I mean, it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's looking like it's getting a little upper shadow on it. I like it as well. I do like that one. It's got a little upper shadow from yesterday and looking like a little one today as well. So it may... Guys, I'm gonna lock in half on AMPE just to be smart. Down here in the 188s. Just to be a fart smeller. I mean a smart feller. And the rest I'm gonna fade. I mean, I think it gets under 180 today, honestly, but you know, gotta be smart. Gotta be smart. Lock in something. What's the point of trading if you ain't locking in money? I don't think it recovers today. I think we get under 180. We'll see what it does. But I want to be smart and lock in a little bit. Let the rest fade out. I'm gonna end up setting a stop on it pretty. My average is 197, so I'm probably gonna set a stop around $2 on it. Just let that one fade. Oh, here's AMPE. A little bit of a snap there. That's the flush I was looking for. The 184s now. 184s. Alright, let's see if we get it under 180. We may get a little bit more panic on it, in which case today would be sick. Today would be sick. Come on, let's get under 180. I'll probably take it all in the 170s if we flush under that real quick. Come on, AMPE. What you got for us? What you got for us? Everyday Trading Squad. What you got? Anybody else get AMPE with me? Anybody else out there in the world? Victor, AKTS? AKTS? This one, Victor? This is AKTS right here. This one's hardly moving. How did I get you? Do you mean what's the other one? There's one that's similar. You mean ATXI? Did that one move today? Coin 150 AMPE potentially. Yeah, that's where the 13 EMA is on the daily. Glad you pointed that out. I mean, that is where the 13 EMA is. You're right. I mean, I'm just going to let it fade. But, I mean, that's given everything back even from yesterday. That's crazy. That's the one. ATXI. Oh yeah, we were watching this one for the pop up towards the previous close, which was about 550. Yeah, for a little bit of a short on it. I mean, it's up like 30 cents. Did you just start it too heavy? It looks like you just started it too heavy, Victor. Is that the problem? So the idea with some of these is like starting them and then, scaling towards our risk guide. Yeah, you just started a little too heavy. That's all it is. That's all it is, Victor. Yeah, here's the daily on AMPE, as Coin's saying. Has room to fall. Definitely got some room to fall on it. Yeah, so Victor, you would have been typically when I trade, I trade kind of like a 1-1-2 method. So let me go over that real quick with you. ATXI, here's an example of that. So the idea was 550 risk guide. So it's okay to start it. If you start at the beginning of the day, that's okay. But let's say you start at 1-1-2s typically helps with trades like this. So let's say you start 100 shares. And then it pops up, you add another 100. Then it pops up even higher, even better, and closer to that risk guide, 540. Closer to that risk, hit it with 200. So that's 1-1-2. So then you got 400 shares with a good average, decent average. You started at $5, you hit it again at 520, then hit 200 shares at 540. You probably got like a 530 average. So you still would have come out making money here. You just got into it a little too heavy too quick. Had the right idea though. You had the right idea. Just Victor, did I read your mind? Victor, I've done this a million times. I literally know what you're thinking. Done this so much. I know how other traders think, because guess what? I've been through it all. You can't think of something I ain't gone through. Gone through it all. Because I've done that before, Victor. That's how I know how to help you, because I've done exactly that. Got a little too excited for a good trade. And I loved BQ at the open. BQ at the open, I really like this one as well. I hit this. But I still started it, with a smaller position. Like normally I scale into them 3 times. I still start small even though I loved it. And it would have worked out hitting it hard with the first position. This one would have worked out. But sometimes they do what your trade did, Victor. AXTI. Sometimes they pop up, 40, 50 cents to that risk guide at 750. And then I'd be way underwater, if I started with full position that early. So when I have like a risk guide like 750, I want to scale in towards that area, not start, full size at 715. That would have been rough. Unfortunately, because of that, I didn't make as much as I should have. Not really should have, as much as I could have on BQ had it have popped up. Matty Who in the house. Power's back on. Power's back on. Oh my goodness, Matty. Power Transformer Station Blue. Are you up in that winter storm going on right now, Maddie? That winter storm that's taking off. Oh. Kuro, what are you doing? Kuro's trying to pop up over VWAP. I think it's going to be a fake out breakout. I may tap Kuro very tiny on a short side. Robin Hooders are eating this thing up. This thing might go into another halt, though. Did it seriously get halted? Yeah, I'm going to tap it up here. I'm going to tap it. Give it a little tappy. 15.20. $15.20. Very small. I'm not risking what I've made on the day. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Uh-oh. Coin and I are trading against each other. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? We will find out next time. It is holding up fairly nice. It is holding up fairly nice, I'll give you that. I'm just risking the highs there, 16.20 over under. We'll see what happens. Risking the highs. $17 coming. Uh-oh, coin, you're making me nervous. $13's coming. $13's coming. It's actually holding up fairly nice right here. I'm not in love with it. But we'll see what it's going to do against 16.20. See if it breaks and holds that area. Yeah, that's what I got on the daily chart. 1630s is tough resistance on the daily with Kuro. 1630s, I got a couple upper shadows on the daily. So we'll see. We'll find out. It definitely wants to test the highs out. That's what it's looking like. Definitely looks like it wants to test the highs. We'll see. Here she comes. 1620. Coin taking a little off. $16. Yeah, let's see if it double tops here or continues higher. Yeah, I'm watching it closely, see if it's going to have a fake out breakout or not, right above 16. Let's see if it's going to hold or pull back under. Oh, hello. Hello, beautiful. I do have a 1560 average on it, just FYI, 1560. It did just have a tough time up at that kind of double top area. Oh my god. That sucks. Oh man. Can I show you the chart real quick on what do you mean Kim, I got like 3 computers and 5 monitors. I don't, not on the computer I'm on right now. I can't. You mean the Thinkorswim chart? My DOS chart is on another computer, so I have to screenshot it and send it over. It's actually trying to hold the 9 EMA right now. This thing is quite funny. After that death candle, it's going to be hard to get back over 16. Good thing coin took some profit there. Coin, we've got both sides of it, brother. Both sides of it. God dang, this thing's still holding up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in love with it. I'm definitely not, like, in love with it. This thing, the fact that it still, popped right back up towards 16 after that sell-off, doesn't make me in love with it. So, yeah, it really needs to start fading and selling off here, but the fact that it's kind of holding, it's like, eh. If it tries to triple top the 16-20 area, it's probably going to break it. If it like triple tops up there, it may try to do a little cup and handle-ish type of pattern. Because it is holding up 15 right now. Yeah, not in love with that. After a big sell-off like that, normally I'm looking for it to be pretty heavy. So when it starts actually holding up these levels, yeah, I'm just coming out of it. Break even right there. I'm not in love with it. So all I got at the moment is AMPE for a fade. Otherwise all cashed up. So you guys, let me know if you have any questions at all. Things are slowing down a little bit. MREO. Do we have shorts there? No. That one is popping back up towards 350s. I like that. I swear to God, man, I'm probably top tick Curo, and that one's gonna like be back down at $12 today. You know how mad that's gonna make me? Pretty mad, pretty mad. All right, traders, I'm going to set an order on AMPE and call it a day. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Always happy to help. Hit me up via email if you have any at all. AMPE, we going to flush into the one under 180s. What we going to do? What we going to do? I may take it off at flushes. Coin holds some for pros, possible breaking out. Holding some on MREO. Woo! MREO. What is going on there? Coin just killed that one. 320s, 370s, 390 looking good. What the heck? Coin, you're magic, man. Magic coin. So Curo's kind of cup and handling. It's coming back up towards over 16. Looks like it wants to keep going. AMPE, I'm watching it real quick to see if we get another flush under 180s, in which case I'd take it. I'd take the rest off. Otherwise, it's going to set a trail. BQ, that one's 630s, man. What the heck, man. And AMRS is actually setting itself up for a trade potentially on Monday. On Monday, we're going to be watching AMRS as well to see if we get over $5. That'd be pretty nice. So, guys, my two bread and butter trades of the day, BQ, AMPE. That is the bread and butter. Bread and apple butter. Apple butter has been the thing lately. Bread and apple butter. That has been the thing lately. I like some apple butter now. If you haven't tried it, you guys need to try that. AMPE, some big orders stacking up on the ask. Let's see if we get a little snappy snap. Coin short Curo 1620 for this triple top. See if it triple tops. It's got to stop at 1640. Curo. See what that one's going to do up here over 16. MREO even higher right now. 380s, 390s. Popping up on the intensity scans. Yeah, Curo is just holding up, man. That thing is just holding up. What I didn't like about it was the fact that on the double top, yeah, it was a good short. I was fine with that short. I had a good short on it, but the fact that it snapped like that, it almost looked like it had a death candle. When a stock has a death candle like that, and then it pulls right back up and starts consolidating, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not too much of a fan. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, compared to the other red candlesticks, I guess not really a death candle. But honestly, this is what I see so often, is a fake out breakout. So Robinhooders buying this thing on up past the breakout area, and then it just snaps. And usually after that, the thing just fades. And the fact that it did, I was just like, I just don't know if I want to be involved with it. If you don't know what's going to happen next, you probably ought to just get out of it. But otherwise, these bread and butter plays like BQ and AMPE, I've seen them over and over, and they work beautifully. You see it. You've seen it so many times. You play the pattern out in your head, and it works like that. So, any questions, guys, before we wrap it up? Curo, be watching that one. MREO. Obviously, we need to write that one down for Monday. MREO. Otherwise, traders, I believe that's going to do it. I believe that's going to do it. Coin, you still with Curo? That one's actually pulling back against the 9 right now from 1650. Yeah, if you didn't have a hard stop there, you're actually looking pretty good. It's pulling back pretty good right now. Coins cashed up. Alright, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Good work, everybody. We'll do it again Monday morning. See you guys.